Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a review for you guys that is long overdue. We're going to be taking a look at the Legions Con 2023 exclusive Biblical Adventures Red Glow-in-the-Dark Demon. If Saturday morning cartoons fueled your imagination as a kid and powers your action figure collecting now as an adult, then you're in the right place. Thanks for stopping by and welcome to Saturday Morning Toy Collector. And if you like my content, please consider subscribing. Before we get started with the review, I just wanted to thank and again give another shout out to Chris over at the Four Horsemen who started this line. He created his own line, his own toy company called D13 Toys. You can check them out online, and he's doing an entire wave of biblical adventure action figures, which I think is super, super great. He does different demon colorways at different conventions, and I was able to run into him at his table, D13 Toys, at Legions Con back in November, and I asked him if he would ever be willing to like send me a product for review, and he tossed me a demon, and he was like, "Here you go, knock yourself out." So thank you, Chris, so very much for lending me this product. I super appreciate it, and we're going to get to it. We're going to do the review, but before we do that, I did want to just let you guys know that, again, you can win this figure because I like to give away anything that I was given for free. So you can win this figure. Just remember to check out our 2,000 subs video, and you can, all you have to do is be a subscriber and comment in that video's comments. Just comment hashtag 2000 and you could win, enter to win a chance to win this figure. So let's get this guy opened up and take a closer look at him and everything he comes with. All right, starting off with the accessories here, he does come with this pink translucent staff, and he has this little weapon attachment on the end, which is really cool, and you can just pop it on. I think this is really neat, so that you can see that these are kind of a little bit soft, so I don't think they're going to break. Some nice detail there on the bottom. I like that they have different attachments you can put on the spears to make different weapons, make it modular. That's really cool. Here is a look at his wings, which is really nice. You can see they're very nice and translucent. They don't articulate up and down, but they do articulate forwards and backwards. So you can fold them back, fold them forward, get different looks. Looks really nice, but they do not articulate up and down. So don't try it, you may break it. Here's a really cool base. I love figures that come with bases and stands. It's really awesome. You can see it's very slightly translucent. You can kind of see through that. It does have one foot peg there for positioning your demon figure on there. Here is a look at the alternate head, which is kind of really cool. I really dig this look. The horns are on top of the head. He does have some kind of like big ears that are sort of positioned at the back of the head underneath the horns, which is kind of cool. It still has those bright green eyes, looking very menacing. He does come with tons and tons of hands, which is really cool. For hand options, we have two kind of like gesturing hands, maybe casting a spell or like grasping at you hands. He does come with two relaxed kind of palms, which is really nice. I dig that as well. It's always good for neutral positions. He also comes with two gripping hands, and all of these hands have horizontal hinges on them, by the way. I forgot to mention that on the other hands. And then out of the package, he does come with two closed fists on him out of the package, which is really cool. Here's a closer look at the head that comes on him in the package. He has no horns, but he does have these tusks that are kind of protruding from his mouth, and these really big bat-like ears, which is vampire-style ears, which is really cool. I love this beautiful gradient from the red down to the clear translucent plastic. You have some nice gradient here on the hands as well. He has this loincloth, this little piggy tail, which looks really cool. It's not articulated, it doesn't move. Then it gradients down back from that clear color back to the red for the feet. As far as articulation goes, he can look up that far, he can look down that far, which is really good. He does have this double ball on the neck, so you can kind of move it forward and back, which is really cool. The arms can go all the way out and hit that T-pose and no problem whatsoever, which is really, really cool. I dig that. Oh, lost one of the hands here. Let's pop that back on. And he does have this really gnarly butterfly joint, which I really dig. I mean, he can really get his arm across his chest, and this is better than some Marvel Legend figures out there, so I'm digging it. Arms can rotate all the way around. There is a bicep swivel here at the top, which is really nice. He does have double jointed elbows, which is really cool, and I really dig that. So you can see how that works right there. All the hands are on a swivel, and like I said, they have a horizontal hinge. He does have this upper diaphragm joint, which is really kind of cool. It's on a ball, so you can move it all the way around to get some nice movement there. He does have waist articulation, so it rotates at the waist. There's no drop down on the leg, but it's not really needed. Leg goes all the way forward, all the way out to the side, and goes back a very good distance, which is really cool. It does have that upper thigh cut, and we do have double jointed knees. This one is really super, super tight, and I kind of feel like it's not really budging at that top joint, and I don't want to break it, so we're just gonna, there we go. We'll show you the knee articulation on this side. It does go back that far. It doesn't quite kick his butt, but double jointed knees is always a plus. For the feet, we do have, there's no kind of boot cut or anything. We do have a hinge and a rotation, but no swivel down at the foot articulation. So one of the really cool things about this figure is that it glows in the dark. Let's get some lights off here so I can show you just how well he glows in the dark. And it is daytime in my office, and you can see how well this plastic picks up the light and holds it. Now I do have a black light here. I just wanted to show you how he does glow under this black light, which is really cool. I dig it. You can see some of the articulation points in there, which still looks kind of cool. Kind of looks like ribs, but it holds that light really, really well, under a black light, which is really cool. I mean, who doesn't love glow-in-the-dark figures? And let's check out this alternate head here. Let's see how easy. Oh, it just pops off very easy. And does it go on just as easy? Ooh, this head's a little tight, maybe because it hasn't been put on yet. May have to do this off camera. There we have it. Let's pop out some of the hands here and change them out. Let's go with a gripping hand and probably a gesturing hand. Maybe kind of like he's casting a spell or some sort of hex on you. Let's get him in there with his spear. I want to get him up on that base. See how this works. And he's looking really good. And I think, oh, we got to get the wings on. We got to get these wings on him. So let's do that real quick. Let me grab the wings. There we have it. And man, he is looking really, really cool and menacing. And I got to hand it to Chris and anybody he's working with on this, that they've put out a pretty decent demon figure. This is really, really cool. All right, so let's do a few size comparisons. Here he is next to a Mythic Legions, which I think a lot of people are going to want to put him in. Here he is next to Billbone's Broken Shield. Here he is next to a Hasbro G.I. Joe Classified Series figure. Let's pull this out. And here he is next to a He-Man Masters of the Universe Origins figure. Here he is next to a Star Wars Black Series figure. And again, this base is a little bit taller than the acrylic ones that I'm using for my figures, so there may be a tiny little bit of difference. Here he is next to a Marvel Legends Spider-Man, and here he is next to Mezco's classic suit Spider-Man. So that's how he stacks up 6-inch scale-wise. So let's get these guys out of the way, get him into some lighting and into some backgrounds, and see how he poses up. Like I said, I don't collect this line. I don't. This is the only figure that I have from this line, and thanks to Chris for handing me this guy at Legions Con and giving me a chance to review it. And I'm sorry, Chris, it's taken me so long to get around to doing this review. I apologize, but I've just been super backed up since Legions Con back in November. I really dig this guy. This whole line has got some potential. I love the demons. I love that they're doing like characters from the Bible or angels and all these different things that they can do. They've got a whole entire world that is open to public domain that they can make figures from. And I hope, Chris, much success on this line, and I hope it continues for a really long time down the road. And also, if you want to win this figure, I am going to be giving this guy away for free. He is part of the giveaway, and you still have time to enter. Just go back to the video right here, which is my 2,000 subs video, and all you got to do is just comment hashtag 2000 in the comments and be a subscriber. And if you're one of the 3 lucky winners that we're going to draw on this Friday, then you could win this guy, because he is in the pile of free figures to go out. I like to give away anything that was given to me for free. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching. I super appreciate it. Please continue to check us out over at Instagram at Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I am your Saturday Morning Toy Collector. I'm your host, Mark, and I will see you in the toy aisles.